Another Peabody Award goes to Chisholm 72, Unbought and Unbiased, presented as part of this year's P.O.V. series. Revealing documentary chronicles Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm's bid for the presidency, the first ever run by a woman and a person of color, which took place in a turbulent period of racial, sexual, and anti-war social politics.
If we desire to make a contribution to make this nation bring about the fulfillment of the American dream so that it is meaningful to every segment in America, we will forget what the world will say, whether we are in our place or out of our place.
I have never ever had that kind of impact on me as a human being. Not as a woman, not as African American, not as a mother, not as an educator, but as a human being.
And so after her speech, I went up and I said, Mrs. Chisholm, I want to learn more and I want to contact people who are in your campaign. So how do I go about doing that? And she says, well, my dear, the first thing you must do is register to vote. I said, oh my God. I said, okay. So that was the first time that I thought about registering to vote.
Accepting the Peabody is director and producer Shola Lynch.
I'd like to thank the Peabody Committee. I'm so honored to be part of the 65th class. One of the things about Shirley Chisholm that I think is important, she didn't run as a third-party candidate. She ran for the Democratic ticket and made it all the way to the convention. And I think Ron Dellums put it best in the film. The most radical act that African Americans can engage in is to assert the full measure of their citizenship. And in 1972, here was this Black woman doing it. Wow. And I think that still holds the same, not only for African Americans, but for all Americans, and it holds the same today. I would like to thank the PBS system for supporting me as a first-time filmmaker, particularly the National Black Programming Consortium, the Independent Television Service, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and P.O.V. We also had funding from the New York State Council on the Arts, the Paul Robeson Fund for Independent Media, Lucia Woods Lindley, Rubin Foundation. We had celebrity money, Halle Berry, the Cosbys, Bette Midler, Oprah Winfrey, the Chisholm team that helped bring this to fruition, the executive producer, Ramon Hervé, I'm just waiting for him, for raising celebrity funds, producer, Phil Bertelsen, associate producer, Becca Bender, cinematographer, Sandy Sissel, and editor, Sam Pollard and C.K. Tang. But most of all, I would like to thank Shirley Chisholm for sharing her story, and she managed to do it before she passed. Now, my next project is on Angela Davis. I've talked her into it. We're fundraising. And I would like to say the Peabody will go so far in helping me raise money, but I've actually had a higher honor. Yes. Chisholm 72 is now bootlegged on 125th Street up in Harlem. So I thank you, Peabody, but 125th Street will do us better.